Air India is temporarily reducing its domestic flight operations by up to 22% between June and August. The company describes the move as a seasonal rationalization of capacity, the move coming amid a sharp rise in aviation fuel prices. The airline will cut frequencies on select routes rather than the exit markets entirely, allowing it to maintain network presence while lowering operational intensity. Air India currently operates around 3,600 domestic flights weekly, forming the bulk of its overall schedule, making even marginal reductions significant for cost management. In fact, consolidating flights is a key lever for fuel savings. By reducing underfilled or low demand frequencies, airlines can operate fewer but fuller aircraft. Improving load factors, a higher passenger load per flight spreads fuel costs across more tickets, effectively lowering per seat fuel consumption. The cuts also align with a broader industry trend where airlines scale back capacity during the lean travel periods to protect margins. In this case, elevated fuel costs have significantly increased operating expenses, forcing carriers to prioritize efficiency over expansion. On airfares, there is no immediate indication of a fresh hike tied directly to these capacity cuts. However, fares have already been under upward pressure due to earlier fuel surcharges and rising ATF costs. Reduced capacity, especially on the busy routes, can tighten supply and indirectly push ticket prices higher, particularly closer to travel dates. Recent reports from the key routes showing elevated fares and limited availability, suggesting that travelers may continue to face higher prices despite the weaker seasonal demand. Air India has said the reductions are temporary and will be reversed once fuel prices stabilize and demand improves. And for more on this, Disha has been reporting from Mumbai to get us more on this. Take a look.
Well, that is right. Air India's 22% domestic flight cuts are expected to impact hundreds of services across major metro as well as tier 2 city routes for the next 3 months, that is till August this year. The airline has confirmed that with this 22% cut, the flight services could directly be reduced to 700, 800 flights being impacted on a weekly basis as against the 3,600 domestic flights that the airline operates. However, they say that this is not a suspension, but it is on a temporary basis because of the rising fuel prices. They had to take this call. Remember, they have already taken a call to cut down the international flight routes by 27%. However, the airline has also assured that passengers who have made bookings in the said duration, that is till August, will be given 3 options. First, a full refund. Second, to get an alternate flight option, or thirdly, rescheduling options as well. So all of this is something as per the comfort zone of a passenger. However, the airline has clarified that amid rising fuel prices, which is linked to the ongoing geopolitical tension in West Asia, they will have to take such temporary measures. This is Disha reporting here for WION from Mumbai.
To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.